Welcome friends, welcome to new concept, the concept of elastic collision. Okay, there are two types of the collision. First is two kinds of. First is called elastic collision and second is called inelastic collision. And second is called inelastic collision. So today we will discuss about elastic collision. There may be collision between two bodies or between many bodies. Okay. Consider two body case. Suppose there are two bodies and their masses are m1 and m2. They are moving with speed v1 and v2. Okay, they are moving with speed v1 and v2. Velocity is a vector quantity, so we have put vector here, and they collide anywhere. They collided, and after collision suppose their velocities are like this. In elastic collision case, there is conservation of kinetic energy. Kinetic energy of system means kinetic energy of this particle plus kinetic energy of this particle. Kinetic energy of system before collision is equal to kinetic energy of system after collision. Kinetic energy of system before collision always equal to kinetic energy of system after collision. This is the identity or property of elastic collision. If there is elastic collision between objects, then before collision, what is their kinetic energy? It should be equal after the kinetic energy of system after collision. This is the main concept of elastic collision. Means half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2. What is the v1 vector? Means only it is the mod of the v, means it represents only numerical value, not direction. Numerical value of velocity. You know better the vectors. Equal to half m1 v3 square plus half m2 v4 square. This is the kinetic energy of this particle plus this particle after collision, and this is the kinetic energy before collision of this particle plus this particle. What has happened? Look at this only and only this. Kinetic energy of the mass m1, this particle is this, and kinetic energy of mass m1 here after collision is this. Both are not equal. Both are not equal. Means the kinetic energy of the individual particles may be transferred between collision, but total kinetic energy after collision and before collision of the system remains constant. Total remains constant, but individual kinetic energy can be transferred by collision, means by strike. This is the concept, most fundamental concept of elastic collision. Again, we can use this principle number 1, very important principle. Again, look this whole system. Means two masses or two particles, they collide, and after that this is the result. Their velocities have been changed. Always remember, in this case, kinetic energy of system before collision and kinetic energy of system after collision is equal, because if one condition is to be fulfilled. What is that condition? We have not transferred any energy. If we don't transfer any energy or any matter to this system, means there is one system, one particle, two particle, they collide and their velocity and directions have been changed, but in this whole phenomena, in this whole scenario, I have not transferred any energy or any matter to this, means this system must be a closed system. Then only this condition can be fulfilled, and this will be called as elastic collision. If there is transfer of energy external, if there is externally transfer of energy or matter to this scenario, then it will not be elastic collision, because their kinetic energies may not be conserved depending upon the transfer of the energy or matter. So if this we have to achieve, then this system must be a closed system. Okay. Look at this. This is for your concept. For very journal, always remember this. Kinetic energy of the system before collision and kinetic energy of the system after collision will be same. Means there will be a conservation of kinetic energy if there is elastic collision. Now look at the second criteria. What? Okay, look at this whole system. There is no external force applied. Look, is there any external force applied to this system by us? No. If this condition is fulfilled, then we know that rate of change of momentum, linear momentum, is external force, net external force. If there is no external force, then momentum is conserved. I have told earlier very well. So there will be another condition or another concept involved in this elastic collision is conservation of linear momentum. So in this case, conservation of kinetic linear momentum, conservation of linear momentum is also applied. So then calculate the conservation of linear momentum of the system before collision. It is m1 v1 vector plus m2 v2 vector. This is the linear momentum, total linear momentum of the system before collision. This is total linear momentum of the system before collision, and this must be equal to total linear momentum of the system after collision. After collision, linear moment is m1 v3 plus m2 v4. Okay. Again look, there is vector sign here. So write always velocities in term of I something means this type I j k, means resolve every velocity means v1 v2 v3 and v4 in terms of their component along I j k cap, means along x y and z direction. Then suppose this is the v1, so it must be right like this. Whatever are the components, you have to write them. Write every velocity in terms of I cap, j cap, k cap, means along x axis, y axis and z axis. Three perpendicular direct directions. Three perpendicular directions. I cap, j cap, k cap. These are the unit vectors which represents only directions along x cap, x direction, y direction and z direction. Put all velocities in terms of the I cap, J cap, K cap means along directions X, Y and Z. Then compare I separately, J cap separately and K cap separately, because there is sign of equality. This is the conservation of linear momentum. Then we can solve any problem. By these two equations, means equation number 1 means conservation of kinetic energy, and equation number you may say 2 means conservation of linear momentum. Apply these two conditions or these two criteria for elastic collision and you will solve any problem, any numerical problem means any numerical problems. Okay, so be very careful and be very handy, and you should apply always velocities in terms of their component. Okay, this will make very easy for your problem solving. This is the concept of elastic collision between two bodies, or there may be many bodies. Don't worry, apply that. If there are the many bodies in collision, then kinetic energy of the system before collision and kinetic energy of system after collision will always be equal because of elastic nature of the collision. So if there are the many bodies, please write there many bodies, and similarly apply conservation of linear momentum. There are many bodies in collision and so apply many bodies here, and always compare in vector terms, means in x direction, in y direction and in z direction separately. Separately conserve linear momentum in all three directions. So don't worry if there are so many bodies involved. You have to follow these two concepts, means kinetic energy of the system is conserved and linear momentum of the system is conserved before collision and after collision. So we will meet in next class, and in next episode we will learn the concept of inelastic collision. Okay, in elastic collision there is some energy loss, and so conservation of the kinetic energy doesn't take place. Okay, so we will learn about that in next episode in detail. So for that time, take care.